Lesson 7.9. Identify equivalent expressions. Essential question. How can you identify equivalent algebraic expressions? Unlock the problem. Each train on a roller coaster has 10 cars, and each car can hold 4 riders. The expression 10t times 4 can be used to find the greatest number of riders when there are t trains on the track. Is this expression equivalent to 14t? Use properties of operations to support your answer. What is one property of operations that you can use to write an expression equivalent to 10t times 4? We could use the commutative property. Then it says, determine whether 10t times 4 is equivalent to 14t. Use the commutative property of multiplication. 10t times 4 equals 4 times, it's just written in a different way. So 4 times 10t. Use the blank property of multiplication. Next, we're going to use the associative property to get 4 times 10 times t. Then if you use the distributive property to multiply over, you're going to get 40t. Compare the expressions 40t to 14t. Think 40 times the number is not equal to 14 times the number, except when the number is 0. Check by choosing a value for t and evaluating 40t and 14t. So let's just choose 2. Use 2 as the value for t. 2 and 2. Because we're going to replace the t here and the t here. So 40 times 2 here is 80. 14 times 2 is 28. So the expression 10t times 4 and 14t are not equivalent. So we're going to put not equal or equivalent. Example. Use properties of operations to determine whether the expressions are equivalent. A. 7y plus x plus 3y and 10y plus x. The expression 10y plus x is the sum of 2 terms, so rewrite 7y plus x times 3y as the sum of 2 terms. Use the commutative property of addition to rewrite x plus 3y. So we're going to write 3y plus x. So the commutative property of addition just means that you can write the same expression 2 different ways. And so if you see in the first expression they give you here, they have 7y plus, in the parentheses, is x plus 3y. While this time, they're putting 7y outside of the parentheses, and they're switching the location of 3y plus x, because you will still be getting the same answer. Okay. Use the blank property of addition to group like terms. So the associative property. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to combine like terms. So I want you to look over here. And we're looking at 7y plus 3y plus x. We're going to combine like terms, so that would be 7y and 3y. 7y and 3y. 7y and 3y together are 10y. And then you would bring down your x variable. Compare the expressions 10x plus y, 10y plus x, and 10y plus x. They are the same. So the expressions 10y plus x plus 3y and 10y plus x are blank. Equivalent. B. 10 times m plus n and 10m plus n. The expression 10m plus n is a sum of two numbers, so rewrite 10 times m plus n as a sum of two terms. Use the distributive property. So again, we're going to look here on the outside of the parentheses 10, multiply it by the first term, and then which we would get 10 times m is 10m. So we're just going to have m. And then 10 times n is 10n. So they already have 10, so we're going to add n. 10m plus 10n. Compare the expressions 10m plus 10n and 10m plus n. The same terms, the first terms of both expressions are the same, but the second terms are different. So are the same. Check for choosing values for m and n and evaluating 10m plus 10n and 10m plus 10n. 10m plus 10n. Use 2 as a value for m. 4 as a value for n. So m is 2. N is 4. So 10 minus 2 is going to be the first one for m. The next one's n. 10 times 4. 10 times 2 is 20. 10 times 4 is 40. 20 plus 40 is 60. So the expression 10 times m plus n and 10m plus r are blank. Not equivalent.